Boston and Providence, it's the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Green Bay Packers and the New England Patriots. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. And off we go from Foxborough. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Love to throw to get started. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I'll tell you what, Mike, if you thought this place was rocking before, after that interception, it just took this atmosphere to a whole nother level. And now let's see if this offense can come out, take a deep breath, deal with some of these early emotions, and take advantage and strike for some points.
Now, faking the give. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, New England. That is second TD catch of the season. Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Kyle Duggar there to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Packers.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's caught at Savion Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Love. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
45. Watch. Ready?
Love to throw it on first down. This one caught at the 4. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal.
And he'll take it on in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The extra point is good. And the Packers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Come on.
On the ground, here's the one-time Seminole. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll air it out down the middle. That's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Packers take over first and 10.
On first down, it's Love. The outside, it's brought in by Golden. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll try to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Love. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Love. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Packers are back within 4 at 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. play action. He'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Check, man. Check. Ready. Panther 60. Panther. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man, it's Kyle Williams. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, New England. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
Back to the air one more time. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long.
65, 65.
Back to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The ball comes out. The Packers have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. They force fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Love. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's taken in by Dotson. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Oluwafemi Oladejo there to make the tackle. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing is Love. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Look wide, get this one complete, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The punt team comes on, and here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. He'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Viking 18.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. This defense all over this one, making him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. We are through 1. It's the Packers on top, and we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. Throwing now from the gun. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds up close to the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Check smash, 18 Cardinals.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball, and that is incomplete.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
Got it. Ready?
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
19 Lions.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Here's Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That is caught at the 3. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big gainer for Green Bay. And even 30 yards. From the 1-yard line. 1st down and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
On 2nd down, Love. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point is up and through. And the Packers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. What a big play there for New England. 62 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
He'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, New England. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Come on, set. Ready?
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Pass, caught. It's Golden. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He's going to let this one go deep. That is hard. And they are not going to catch up to him.
That's how you gonna play for real? All right, man, we can do that.
83 yards. Touchdown, New England.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Ready.
first and 10. Here's Love. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second down throw for Love. Flush to his right. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. Trying to get it to Savion Williams there. And it's going to be third down. Back to throw is Love. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Ready, break. Here we go, set. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
Sorry,
The
bitch.
Packers have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield. On first down, it's Love. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. On play action, Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off from their execution and leads to an incompletion. I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. The open man is Reed. He's got it. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller.
Oh, a loose football. One of the Patriots has it. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. No problem there on the extra point. And the Patriots add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Love to throw it on first down. This one is caught by Reed. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Love. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now Love. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically to do it, but now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Milton Williams in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. Pat's going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is caught by Dotson. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this stays a 2-score game.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So, from the 39, They come up on 1st and 10. Here's Love. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New England. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Now Love. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. To throw is Love. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Love. That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Okay, break. Down.
Back to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Yes, you can see the screenplay. The timing was just out of whack from the jump. So the key is, Mike, the running back has to stay in phase with his offensive line. If one of them gets out too fast or too slow, the back and the blocking don't marry up, and you see that's why he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long. And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
They send the tight end in motion. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
That's caught by Golden, right side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that's going to be enough for a first down, taking this to the 34. Putting the tight end in motion. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Love. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
He's got space inside the 25. And he'll be taken down. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henderson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6.
Check. Let's go.
Once more, it's Henderson. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Packers have recovered the football. They'll go play action with Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Go check. Go check. Ready?
They'll stick with him again. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Hurt. Hey, let's go.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. This from 30 yards out. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Pats add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. On 1st down, it's Love. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Dragon 60. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Packers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down. Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
On the jump. Come on.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 46. Here's second down and 4.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
It's third and 4.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the Patriots ready to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. He's going to take this from his own 2. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Play action. No chance at all. He'll go down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, here's Tua. The open man is Reed. He's got it. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It's actually a really nice job there on second down, putting this into a third and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Third down and 3.
Ready, ready. Black 40. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Going up top. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red.
They'll go for it. Love. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Check, contact, check, contact. Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
The Patriots will turn it over to their field goal unit. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready up.
Love to throw it on first down. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Third and long. Here's Love to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright. And it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
New England going to take their second time out as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Ready. Let's go.
Here's Love. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Go, Reed, go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the draw, it's Henderson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Okay, ready?
On play action, Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Back to the air, it's Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All 3 incompletions. And now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
That's taken in. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Moving the tight end right. Back to throw is Love. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They snap it to Tua. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
On the jump. Lion.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
On the ready. Ready.
On first down, they go back to Henderson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, check that. Let's go.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now a give on the ground. And they're not going to even sniff the first down line there. They'll get 5 yards, but it'll bring up a 4th down. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Tua now on 1st down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 29. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point, up and good. And the Packers are able to cut into the deficit. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
Get it. Gravity Lions.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the Patriots.